McLaren Speedtail. It's been a long wait for McLaren fans, but they finally got their wish through McLaren's newest hypercar, the Speedtail, what the firm refers to as a Hyper GT. You can anticipate 1,036 horsepower and 848 pounds-feet of torque from the Speedtail. While the Koenigsegg Regera has a lot more horsepower, these outputs are nothing to be overlooked either. McLaren's way is to generate a useful design first and a nice shape later, even if its aesthetics are not what one may consider classically beautiful. That's why the McLaren cars are so fast. But is this sufficient for the Speedtail to surpass the vintage Formula 1? What's new in the McLaren Speedtail? The Speedtail, although being based on the 720s, is a whole new car with completely new technology. It also has built-in passenger seats that are fresh and innovative. The absence of wing mirrors will be noticed by those with a sharp eye, but a complete glass canopy with electrochromic glass that darkens at the touch of a button is also something novel. There are also two retractable rear-view cameras that are less disruptive to the air than typical mirrors. Instead of a standard hydraulic spoiler, the rear utilizes flexible carbon fiber ailerons instead of fixed wheel covers to smooth the airflow. In essence, every component of the vehicle is brand new and one of a kind. The Speedtail production began in December 2019. The manufacturing of Speedtails continued until all 106 cars were delivered, at which point production stopped. The first deliveries began in February 2020. The legendary F1 from the 1990s, the modern era P1, and the Senna were the first three McLarens to appear in the Ultimate Series. The Speedtail is the fourth. It's the first modern McLaren to resurrect F1's three-seater configuration. Its parallel hybrid technology helps it achieve 250 miles per hour with the top speed of over 1,000 horsepower, making it the fastest McLaren ever. Carbon fiber has been used extensively by McLaren to reduce the car's weight to roughly 3,400 pounds. It's been confirmed that all 106 vehicles in the manufacturing run have been purchased. There's a wide range of options from the McLaren Speedtail, including several models and trim levels. Although the Speedtail is a nod toward the McLaren F1 of the 1990s, this vehicle jumps into the future with cutting-edge batteries and aerodynamics. This shows that McLaren is cognizant of its heritage and it's paid homage to its modest manner. For more than just its speed, the Speedtail represents a paradigm shift in aerodynamics and a shift toward more sustainable technologies. It's said that McLaren's battery boasts the best power-to-weight ratio of any manufacturing unit, and innovations like wireless charging prove that McLaren is thinking about the future rather than simply the headline. Speedtail is a one-of-a-kind hypercar, but it's undeniably important in terms of technology and will likely have a large following. Even though the 4.0-liter twin-turbo V8 engine's still there, it's now able to produce way more horsepower and torque thanks to an electric system. In a staggering 12.8 seconds, the automobile can reach 186 miles per hour, faster than any vehicle on Earth. With a peak speed of 250 miles per hour, it's also the fastest McLaren ever manufactured. Two carbon tub-molded back seats and a driver's seat in the middle make up the interior's triangle seating arrangement. To reduce glare and protect passengers from the sun's damaging rays, the cabin's glass walls extend almost to the ceiling and some of it's electrochromic. Each McLaren costs an estimated $2.3 million. You may also customize the automobile in an infinite number of ways if your wallet is deep enough. But there are also so many hypercars on the market today, the McLaren Speedtail stands out as a one-of-a-kind vehicle. There has never been a car like this one. Yet, there are some resemblances to previous models. Jaguar's XL 220 and Mercedes CLK GTR are two cars that come to mind when you see the carbon wheel covers mounted to the 20-inch front wheels. A huge rear diffuser houses the exhaust tips, a vertical brake light adds a cool futuristic element, and the front headlights appear to be Aston Martin-esque until you observe the running lights that bend downward into the radiator vents, bringing the McLaren swoop element into play. The Speedtail's 202.4-inch overall length surpasses that of the 720S by 23.3 inches, It measures 78.7 inches in width and 47.2 inches in height. Customization of the Speedtail is encouraged, and any color may be applied to its bodywork. Ultrafine pigments can be used in the paint, which is designed to make the body appear moist at all times. You may also choose from a variety of unique carbon finishes, as well as having the weave incorporate phrases or pictures of your choice, as well as having the badges and other features finished in platinum or gold or any other precious metal you like. Even though it's the fastest McLaren ever, it doesn't own the title of the fastest car in the world that Formula 1 used to hold. Its acceleration, on the other hand, rivals those of some of the quickest automobiles ever built. In comparison to the Bugatti Chiron's 13.6 seconds 0 to 186 mph time and the preceding McLaren P1's 16.5 second record, the Speedtail's 12.8 seconds 0 to 186 mph time proves that aerodynamics and weight are just as crucial to performance as all-out physical power from a huge engine. McLaren Speedtail only powers the back wheels, as is customary. The M8040T engine from the S20S was used on the Speedtail. However, it was modified to fit the Speedtail. It has lightning-fast shifts at speed and smooth gear changes at lower rates. The throttle response is as fantastic as the acceleration stats show, thanks to the hybrid technology. The Speedtail is, after all, marketed as a GT, although it's a rather extreme one, so it can easily handle long-distance commuting. The Speedtail, with its boast of exceptional acceleration, is awe-inspiring in a straight line. It's interesting to watch how it handles the corners, given its long, slick body. McLaren, on the other hand, is not the sort of firm to cut corners, so handling and comfort should both be exceptional, owing to the adaptive suspension system and the car's goal to be a hyper GT. It may take some time to get used to viewing the pictures from the rear-view cameras on each side of the dash rather than gazing toward where mirrors would traditionally rest, even if the vast glasshouse provides unprecedented sight for all occupants. Aeronautic-inspired ailerons and carbon fiber that can operate as single air brake system aid in downforce and allow the vehicle to stop at an incredible velocity. EPA estimates that the fuel efficiency of 15 miles per gallon for the Speedtail is lower than the non-hybrid 720's 18 miles per gallon. Speedtail's hybrid technology nevertheless focuses on power and performance rather than fuel economy. Because it has 3 seats, the Speedtail's cabin is surprisingly roomy for a hypercar. Other than for aeronautical reasons, there are few or no controls on the dash, which is intended to keep the driver's attention concentrated on the road ahead. In front of the driver are 3 displays. One for vehicle settings and operations, another for media and entertainment, and a third for standard driving information. Every surface is covered in leather, even the floor, where a particularly durable variant of the material has replaced regular carpeting. The inside of the Speedtail is as unusual as the outside, as it stands out from the rest of the industry. Customization is a major selling point for the McLaren Speedtail. Colors are as infinite as your imagination. Most surfaces are made of aniline and semi-aniline leather, with nubuck leather on the dash and a touch of carbon fiber on the doors and steering wheel. The interior also features a few splashes of metal, which helps to break up the monotony of the multiple matte surfaces. Passengers and their baggage may be transported for a weekend trip with the addition of custom luggage in the back and a tiny compartment in the nose for carry-ons. There's no place for your pockets or cups in the interior, but that's what you get when you buy a car with the bizarre seating arrangement and gull-wing doors. The Speedtail's infotainment system is controlled by a touchscreen on the dash's right-hand side. Forget about Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, this McLaren does not have either. It may be a touch slow to respond, but it's possible that improvements have been made. At the very least, expect Bluetooth connectivity and a potent sound system. There are also no recalls for this model because it's brand spanking new and hasn't yet posed any problems. However, it's worth mentioning that the newest 720S, on which some of the Speedtail's design is based, was slapped with a recall in 2020. The Speedtail comes with the 3-year unlimited mileage guarantee. Crash testing on the Speedtail has not been conducted, and it's unlikely to be conducted on this model in the future. although the Speedtail should be particularly rigid due to titanium-infused carbon fiber construction. Side impact airbags are absent from the Speedtail seating arrangement, although rollover and frontal airbags are standard. Driver aids are now more advanced than ever before. So, what do you think of the McLaren Speedtail? That's all from this video. We'll catch you in the next one.